All right, this lesson is on congruence transformations, and I've got listed the content standards and the mathematical practices, so take just a moment to read through those. Previously, we've proved whether two triangles were congruent, and now we're going to identify reflections, translations, and rotations, and we'll verify congruence after a congruence transformation. So we've got a few vocabulary words that might be new to you today: transformation, pre-image, image, congruence transformation, isometry, reflection, translation, rotation. Okay, a transformation is an operation that maps an original geometric figure, which is known as the pre-image, onto a new figure called the image. A transformation can change the position, size, or shape of a figure. A transformation can be noted using an arrow. So see these arrows? It's showing what's happening here. The transformation statement, say a triangle ABC is congruent or is transformed to triangle XYZ, tells you that A is mapped to X, B is mapped to Y, and C is mapped to Z. So if we're looking at ABC and FGH, and we've got a reflection, we see that A is mapped to F, B is matched to G, and C is mapped to H. A is mapped to F, B is mapped to G, C is mapped to H. Okay, so take just a few minutes to look at this. Notice that a reflection is also known as a flip, a translation as a slide, and a rotation as a turn. Okay, example 1. Identify the type of congruence transformation shown as a reflection, a translation, or a rotation. So tell me, has it been flipped, slid, or turned? So each vertex and its image are in the same position, just 5 units down. Okay, so this one, 5 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 units down, 1, 2. So this is a translation. This image, this is the pre-image, and it was slid over to this image. Identify the type of congruence transformation shown here as either a reflection, a translation, or a rotation. So did they flip it, slide it, or turn it? So each vertex and its image are the same distance from the origin. The angles formed by each pair of corresponding points and the origin are congruent. So this is a rotation. This one has been turned. Identify this type of congruence transformation. Each vertex and its image are the same distance from the x-axis. Notice they're each one. So this is a reflection. Now time for you to check your progress. So pause this for a moment, study it, and then come back and check your answer. Do you choose translation? Very good. This one has been slid over. How about this one? It is a reflection. This one has been flipped. Very good. This one is a rotation. It has been turned. Excellent, excellent. Okay, we've got a real-world example. Some real-world motions or objects can be represented by transformations as well. So let's look at what is happening here. We have the image is a reflection. With the line at which the bridge meets the water, the line of reflection. Okay, time to check your progress. What kind of congruence transformation is happening here as we're playing a game of chess? Very good. Translation. This one has been slid over. Excellent. Okay, to verify a congruence transformation, we can prove that congruent triangles using side, side, side. So we're going to use the distance formula to verify congruence after a transformation. You're good at this, right? So we're going to use the distance formula. We're going to graph each figure. The transformation appears to be a translation 6 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 units up. Okay. So we've got the coordinates of each of those points, and the distance of the lines, the length of each line segment is still the same. So by side, 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 our congruent statement is that triangle JKL is congruent to triangle PQR. So we can use the definition of a translation, use a ruler to measure and compare the corresponding sides of the triangles. The corresponding sides are congruent, so the triangles are congruent. Okay, time to check your progress. Okay, you can graph those, check its image, you can use a ruler to measure, you can use the distance formula, but this one is a reflection, and those 3 sides are congruent. All right, you're ready to begin the assignment.